Hello everybody, my name's Cheesy Catman, and today we're gonna go over some of the command block systems you told me to make in the last video. So let's get right to it. So it looks like the first thing we're gonna make is a crate. So I'm guessing he wants a crate randomizer, so I'm going to do that. Alright, this looks big enough. We're gonna add a transparent layer like this. Okay, we might actually raise this one block higher, so we can actually access what's down here. Okay, yep, I think we have the box that we need, so let's continue. Going to grab myself an entity with a small hitbox, maybe a chicken. Chicken will do, and then we'll use an anvil to rename it. I think we should call the chicken something relatively small so it's easier to code with its name. Let's do that. Alright, so now he will start walking randomly, because that's what their path is just random. After we just got the animal, I think we can go ahead and go under here and put in our crates. These are the available crates, and they will be able to find. Each barrel will have its own loot, and it will be randomized, so every time a person goes up to the crate, they will get 1 out of the 9 loot. So we can have 1 full of copper, 1 full of iron, 1 full of... Now that we got that done, we can go off to the side and start building a platform for our crate. This will be the crate that they walk up to. They insert an item or whatever, like maybe gold. No, not gold, but we can, how about a diamond? So we can use a diamond, put it in here, and then it'll give us one of the random crates. So let's do that real quick. We are going to go down here, and then Testfor blocks, the one above us. Find the coordinates of this barrel here. It's 1 below, so it's negative, so it goes up. So it's 1, 57, 19. So it's 1, negative 57, negative 19. Guess I got that right. So, and then we need a comparator. Put that there. Put this here. And make sure it's on always active. So now it's active because that barrel is the same thing as this barrel. But if it were different, like if we were to put a diamond in, it would turn off because this one has a diamond, this one does not. So if we do put a diamond in that same exact slot, then the barrel will turn on. Just maybe we just do /execute at e type equals chicken, name equals KFC, tilde for any relative position / clone. And then we find the y coordinate of the barrel, which would be y negative 61. So clone negative 61. And then the second coordinate. And then we will clone that to the same coordinate of this chest, which is again 1, 57, 19. So 1, negative 57, 19. Are you sure it's 1? Yeah, it's 1. Okay. So now we have that hooked up. So when we put a diamond, this will activate, causing the chicken to clone the barrel underneath it and put it into this barrel. And then I guess we can add some particle and sound effects. So /particle Minecraft crop _growth _emitter 1, negative 56. We'll do 56 so it's on top of the barrel. Negative 19. Perfection, put that as a chain and always active. Make sure that the arrows are facing up into the chain block. That way it will actually recognize that it's going up, the commands are going up. And then we can do a /playSound random.orb at a, or let's do at p. Make sure it's a period, not a comma. So at p, that should work. If I'm a lucky person with a special diamond and I use it in this crate, then I could get some loot. Now, if we go up to the crate because we want our lucky prize, we can put in a diamond, and nothing would happen. Why is that? Oh, it's because oh, I see. So what happened is when the barrel is open, I don't know if I can get it, but there is a circle inside the barrel, and that's different from what that block says. So it did work, but now we have copper. So let's say I wanted another prize. Close the thing. Doesn't work. Ooh, netherite. And it is random every time because that chicken walks. Let's move on to the next system. The next one from the comments section is a Testfor system. I'm not really sure what they mean by that. I mean, you can just have a Testfor system like Testfor at A and then put the comparator in front of it. And it's, oh, forgot to put it on always active. So it tests for everyone, or you can like test for at in a radius of 5, and then when I'm in 5 blocks of the radius of the command block, then it'll turn on. But like a mini game thing, maybe like tag or test for at a tag equals sus, I guess, and then it will only test for everyone that has a tag of sus, and then we can just make sure that this is the beginning of chain. This is actually how Horizon started its started the countdown clocks for all the mini games, is of this command right here. And the multiplayer games actually used a different solution, which was putting redstone in front of the comparator, because comparators give out a different redstone output based on how much people they have been tested for. If there was one person who was sus, then there would only be one redstone wire that would be activated. If there were 2 people that were sus, then the second one, and when it realized that there were 2 people in the game, you know, because you need 2 people to start a multiplayer game, then it would say, you know, whatever command thing is. So I'm going to erase that U so it'll actually work. So if I just tag myself with sus, then they would both turn on, but this one would activate because this one's close to the comparator, and it says this is the beginning of the event chain. As you can see in chat, it has said that. But this one, I'm the only one who's sus in this world, so there's only one redstone line that's activated. So that's why that's activated. But if there were 2 people that were sus, so if I just do test for at E, which is that chicken and me, then it would go up because it counted 2 people. It was me and that chicken over there. So that's a Testfor system, I guess. A scoreboard system. I don't know what kind of scoreboard system you mean. You guys are very undescriptive, but I guess you can just do a scoreboard objectives add and then whatever the name you want it to be in code. So I'm just gonna call it code and then dummy, which is the only option, and then whatever you want your scoreboard to say. So it's like really cool money, because everyone loves money. And then we would do scoreboard players, we would do objectives, set display, sidebar, which puts the scoreboard on the side of your screen, and then code, which is the name of our thing, sending, because we want our money to send. And there we go, now we have it on the side. And then if I just want to add myself to really cool money, you know, because I love money, then we can just go scoreboard players add scoreboard players add at S. Oh, I forgot. Code, we need to add ourselves to a scoreboard. And then the count. 5 money. Yes, so now I have 5. So yeah, that's pretty cool money. That's a scoreboard system. The other comment was tips and tricks on a command block. Okay, so I learned this a few months ago, but if you take any colored wool, just like any kind of wool, and like I just chose 3 for, you know, purposes, but like let's say you have like a pattern like this, but like there's all 16 blocks, right? So you have a command system that's and executes at A, and then you have the detect for if they're touching the appropriate wool, which the data point 1 means the orange wool. Then it would say hi. No, let's do title. So it's title at S action bar hi. So if I were to step on the green, it wouldn't work, step on the blue, but if I was on the orange wool, then it would say hi. Well, what if you wanted all 3 colors to say hi, but you didn't want to make 3 commands for every different one? Well, actually, if you go in and replace the wool data point to a negative integer, then it will count all the wool colors. So now green, blue, and orange will work. So I learned that a little while ago, and I haven't used it yet in any mini games, but it's a cool little tip. A previous question I've always had is like, how do these things work? How do chain blocks work? Well, you put them behind a impulse command block or a repeating command block, but you want to make sure that the arrows are facing into the other block. The chain command block has to be always active unless you don't want it to be, but then it won't work unless there's a redstone thing applied to it, like a redstone torch where this orange wool is, or you can just have it always active. So let's say I just wanted to say hi. Okay, we'll put that on impulse so it doesn't get annoying, and then we just want to say bye. Then when I activate the impulse command block from the back, or any side, it can be even on top here, but I'm going to put it in the back. then it would say hi and bye, because this command block is also causing a chain reaction to this command block, which is causing both functions to output their code. So, but what is the difference between this arrow and this arrow? Well, that's very good. I actually know the answer to that. So, these are called conditionals, and they only output their command if this one outputted its command successfully. So that means if this one didn't output its command, like let's say that I misspelled the command, instead of saying say hi, I'm just going to do sa hi, and then this one will be such say hi. So that means, or let's do bye. That was not confusing. So this one has a misspelled command in it, but this one does not. So if I were to just click that, this one would work, of course, because it's not a valid command, but this one would. Even though it's not touching the redstone button, it's still outputting this. But what if this one is misspelled? Sa hi and slash say bye. Well, oops. Well, let's figure that out. It wouldn't work because this one was unsuccessful at its task. This one's a crybaby and doesn't want to do its task either. And this is really helpful. Well, what if you put a normal arrow in front of the conditional and you do slash say bruh? Well, what do you think would happen? Would the conditional stop this one from going, or would this follow up in a chain but this one would not work? Let's figure it out. That is really confusing. Now, this one has been misspelled, therefore this one won't work, but this one will. This one only cares about if there's been a redstone activation at the beginning of the chain and all arrows are facing to it. You can also have a command block face a different direction, but make sure the arrows are always pointing into wherever you want the command block. So you want it like this, not like this. This will not work for your system if you have it like this. Oops. It is the same shape of command blocks from here to here, but the arrows are not pointing into the command blocks. Therefore, your system will not work. This one will activate that one, but that one won't activate anything because that arrow is not facing into. You want to change the arrow direction to there. So that is pointing into this one, and this one will point into that one, and therefore so on. How many times does a repeating command block repeat itself in 1 second? A repeating command block outputs 20 ticks in 1 second, 60 ticks in 3 seconds, 200 ticks in 10 seconds, of course, and 1,200 ticks in 1 minute. So that is how many times it outputs. So every second is a 20. So I'm just doing simple math here. So that's all that's really been asked from me from last video and from my friends. But if you have anything else that you want me to make, let me know, because I like doing this more. I like explaining stuff. So I'll see you all later. Thanks so much for watching. And thank you for the 100 subs. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It helps a lot. Thank you so much, and I will see you all later. Bye!